So let's move for another episode of the show. I beg you, data man.
Yes, please.
I did look for Ablade Kumah, you know him?
Yeah, he's the gentleman that plays for Black Stars.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
I did look for. I combed the whole of them. Can you help me?
I know his office is in Community 10, behind Branch, just by the Mayflower place.
So I should get to Community 10?
Get to Community 10, ask for Branch or Mayflower. There's a building called Delta Plaza. His office is over there.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Alô, abana o esqueleto. Alô, abana o esqueleto.
This is the Osei Asibey show. The show that goes around looking for our missing stars, our heroes, administrators who have contributed so much to the development of sports in this country. Today, we've come the whole of Accra looking for a living legend. He served Ghana, he played for Ghana, but unfortunately we cannot find where he is. The Osei Asibey show today is visiting Mr. Samuel Ablade Kumah. Mr. Ablade Kumah, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Mr. Jackson.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to have an interaction with the Osei Asibey show.
Abana o esqueleto.
The Osei Asibey show goes around seeking or looking for our missing stars and heroes. We find them to tell the story of their past, present, and life after, sports. Today, my guest is Mr. Samuel Ablade Kumah, a member of that great team, that musical youth team of Accra Hearts of Oak. He is an Olympian. He played for the senior national team, the Black Stars. He played for the Black Meteors and the junior national team. Mr. Ablade Kumah, my pleasure to host you today.
Thank you very much.
How did the story of Mr. Samuel Ablade Kumah start?
Well, just thanks for the opportunity. My late father, Mr. Theodore Kumah, who passed around a couple of years ago. I had 10 children. I have 10 siblings, and I'm the last of the 10.
Wow.
I schooled. I was born in town where I schooled, and I started my football career at the juvenile stage.
So before your dad passed on, did he encourage you to play football?
Well, my dad himself was a former footballer. He was goal side, and he used to be proud of me that I've inherited his talent. The other two brothers of mine were also footballers. One played in the Nigerian national team with the Ghanaians. When the tournament was held here in 1978 in Ghana, which Ghana won.
That's the 78 Cup of Nations.
My brother played for Nigeria national team, and the one before me also is a footballer. So you can see it is the football is in the family.
So the Kumah relation, the fact that your brother played for Nigeria, is Kumah Ghanaian or Nigerian?
Well, Kumah is a typical Ghanaian, but my brother had the opportunity to travel to Nigeria at the age of around 20. And those days we don't have so much what we call professional football now, where you can travel to Europe. So when you are able to make it to Africa, sure, because you are playing a professional.
Ablade Kumah schooled in Tema. How did the story truly begin? I mean, how did Ablade Kumah become Ablade Kumah?
Well, during my school days, even at the primary level, I had the opportunity to play for a small coast team in Tanganyika called Jupiters. That is where I started playing my coast. year thereafter, I moved on to Young Kotoko, Committee 1. Then after I moved to Tom Hasbays. You know, it's like when you are good enough, after every season, all the clubs want to have you. So my last from Hasbays, I moved to Soccer Agents. That was my last coasting Tamarinta. Then from Soccer Agents, right from the coast level, I moved to Accra Hearts of Oak. When the Tamakno came in and gave the exit of the 23 players, I hope you know the story.
Yeah, I know the story.
So myself and the late Shamukwe, Joe Ado, Paula Joe, the Olympian, so we were going to Kofi, we were about 7 here.
The musical youth, the late 80s.
Yes, and I was the youngest among the
Now, how did you feel when then you were asked to come and play for the mainstream Accra Hearts of Oak? How was the feeling like?
Yeah, it was great. It wasn't easy at that time to, just get into the premiership from the coach level, because we have great players in all the division clubs. Like I'm talking of, when you go to Kotoko, you're talking of Kwesi Apia, you're talking of Fripon Manso, Safo TNV, Pia. When you go to Pau, you're talking of Akobila Boaji,
Nida Kwankra.
Nida Kwankra came from Olympian.
Okay.
But Meriga and all that, those
Ibrahim Meriga.
When you go to other cases, you're talking of Justice Ampa and Emmanuel Kwashi and coach. So you can see from the coast level, it's not that easy. But thank God, we're able to do it.
Yeah, people know the story of the musical youth, but how did you guys do it? Because it wasn't easy.
Yeah, I always give credit to the Phobia fans. They were solidly behind us, and they gave us the courage that we can do it. If I guess if it were to be any other team, they will go to relegation, relegated, because if you can get 23 players out, mature players out, talking of Joao Martin, George Lamte, talking of Danyanu, and great players, international players, Ghanaian International, and then bring in new setup. It's not that easy. But like I said, I give the credit to the Phobia fans. They were at the training grounds every day. They were giving us the courage. And also, the executives like Mr. Toahoy, Tutubi Kwachi, the late president, Professor Mr. Omabo, all the top men were always around us, and they were giving us the motivation.
The story of Accra Hearts of Oak, can never be told without the musical youth story. What makes you miss the musical youth? What was so significant about that group? What can you remember about the musical youth group?
Yeah, a lot. But to say a few, we had the opportunity to have this coach, the late coach Kumah, who was then a police officer, and how disciplined the police can be. So he made us know that this is our future, and if we are able to grab this opportunity, it will enlighten our talents, and it will be better for us in our future. So we try to grab the opportunity, and we work as a team. We don't see anybody as a special player in our midst. We see ourselves as we are in a classroom, the same classroom, and we are learning the same subject and all that. So we took our training seriously, and that made us what we have to do.
That musical youth group, or let's say your playing days with Accra Hearts of Oak, who do you miss most?
Of course, Shamukwe.
I know you were so close to Mr. Shamukwe.
Yeah.
What makes you miss Mr. Shamukwe, the late?
Yeah, a lot of things. But the place that we come from, Tema, Shamukwe and I were living together in Ghanaian. And we started from the courts level together. Then after we moved on to Machabu and we were playing JD and all Accra area, from one town, one area to another. So even before we joined Hearts of Oak, we were like twins already. So the understanding between us was there. And this and some other few things makes me always to make sense.
Can you tell us the secret behind a few of the things that happened when you guys were playing for Accra Hearts of Oak? We often saw Shamokwe come to the field, occasionally with white handkerchiefs, other days he comes with powder. Where did you guys often go before you come to the field? Tell me the secret behind that.
This is not the first time I'm encountering this question. I've had it on radio before, but honestly speaking, I see it as a psychological aspect. Shamokwe, I never seen him visit fetish or something, consult something before playing another. Hearts of Oak, when we are in camp, sometimes you go to a break, or even when we are in Accra, our main place for our normal prayer before we go to the field is a new town. I don't know if you are and right from new town, we don't go there. And that man, Mr. Letty, is a reverend minister. And he won't even allow anybody to bring in something, any concussion or something, after we have finished our normal service before the match.
So what about the stories that surrounded the death of the late Shamokwe?
I see it as an allegation.
You never saw Shamokwe?
No, he has always been my roommate. We sleep together when we go to the national team, right from satellites to Meteors to Blasters. I'm always with him. When he's not around, then I will take Abedi as my roommate. And I've never seen him doing what people are accusing him of.
Viewers, we've done a bit of how he started and then his playing days with Accra Hearts of Oak. When we come back after this break, we'll talk about his playing days with the national teams, from the satellites, Meteors, and to the Black Stars, and probably life after. The Osei Asibey show is on. We continue with the story with Mr. Ablade Kumah, a living legend. Now, Mr. Ablade Kumah, how did you get into the national teams, and which one was the first?
Yeah, I think when I got to the Hearts of Oak, we had a friendly game with Accra International at Accra Stadium, and I scored against Olympian. That was the later 87 thereabout. And then Coach Kumah spotted me and then invited me to the start. So I was with them and the Teshi military camp. And for some few weeks. Then later on I was called and by the same coach and told me I've been promoted to the satellites because Coach Ade wanted to also want me to play for the satellites.
Wow.
And then I was below 17. So I had no choice because I have to go.
So you qualified for the under 17, yes. You had to go and play for the under 20 because they needed you more. Okay.
And there were a lot of players who can also feature in the 17. So even if I leave, it will not affect.
So where are some of the guys you met in the under 20 camp?
Neil Lamte or
Odate Lamte, yes.
The first Scotland squad, most of them were Patrick
Alote, yes, the late, yeah, Patrick Alote.
They were all there. So I moved to satellites but then I was getting matured in the game. So myself and Samuel, Joago, Ezekiel and a few others. And Judah Brafic, Thomas, Michael, Osei from Upau, I didn't know Upau, Professor, before they moved to Kotoko. So you can see a couple of Coach Ade, I always say, God has blessed him with a lot of coaching talent. He has got that eye, that vision. he can fish out good players. If you can recall, during our time in the satellites, look at the caliber of players we have. The same players were transformed to
2023 Black matches.
And even those times, you are playing satellites or Meteor, but at the same time, you are playing for the same national team. With the exception of Abeji, Tony Ekua, and Ali Prispoli, I think 4 of these players. All of the players in the national team are locally based players, and that makes the league very strong and competitive.
So which of the teams did you love most? The Black Meteors or the Black Satellites?
I think the Meteors. Of course,
the Meteors.
I captain the Meteors.
You're right. You're right.
Won a medal for Africa and Ghana, so that is my best national team. Everyone on the Black Star because I was able to achieve that greatness.
It was the first time for Ghana.
And for Africa.
Yeah, and for Africa. So Ablade Kumah will. I wish we could display some of these medals and trophies.
I brought my bronze trophies, my medals. Not only that one, many medals from the past, from the national team.
Now, can you tell us the story of the under-23? How you were drafted into the team, the training tours you guys went with, and then the tournament itself?
Well, we played a series of qualifying matches. We had a great player there. Come to the defense, we have Anthony Sakado, we have Simado, we have the late Ibrahim Dossi.
Yeah.
Okay. We have Rakamakwa, we have Samuel Ablade.
We
have Chiambo, we have GTV, we have the Milford around Shamu is there, we have Ezekiel Amu, we have Richard Now, we have Kwama, we have Sika, we have all around team, so you can see that if you're at the shop.
It was a strong squad.
Yeah, it was a strong squad.
And it's something you never forget as a player because you captained the team.
Of course.
Now you had some experience with the Black Stars. Now there are so many stories surrounding the Stars. You know, when you get in there, what people say about you, the difficulties you even get before you are given the chance to play. It was difficult for you playing for the Black Stars.
Absolutely, because you know, when you are playing a position with the maestro himself, I share the same position with
What are you talking about?
Abedi.
There's only one maestro.
There's only one maestro. It's obvious, you don't need to ask. So it wasn't easy, and those days we have respect for senior players. I don't know if it's the same now. And if your senior is around, you know it's your senior, and you have to sit and learn from him. Your chance will come. We are not struggling to, you know, for positions and all that. You know, when Tony Ekua comes, Kwama, you know that Tony Ekua is the first choice. When
Abedi comes, Ablade Kumah knows Abedi is there. Yeah.
You understand? Or when Prispoli comes, Jodabra knows Prispoli is the first choice. So it was like that, and there wasn't so much pressure because we understand the situation that when you humble yourself, your chance will also come.
So we eventually had a breakthrough.
Yeah.
Now we are told then there were factions in the Black Stars. Be sincere. You played in the Black Stars. Yeah. You met the two big boys in the team then. Yeah. We are told there were factions in the team. Be frank.
Yeah. Very frank. I'm very frank, and it wasn't like that. You know, I'm a Christian and I don't miss my words. It was, we were very much united. You see, the problem is the southern sector and the northern sector. You see, I don't speak much Tree, whereby when we are in camp, I will go to Freeport Masson's room or Amke's room or Frank Amanko's room. We do talk, sometimes we do chat and all that, but into, you know,
common language.
Common language. You know, most of the time, the southern sector, we are in a group, I read academy, you know, we are speaking and they are also speaking their
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
That makes the camp interesting. You know, what is going on in Accra, then we share their views.
But you heard speculations and the media talk about the fact that there was pressure in camp.
There wasn't. I didn't see it. Maybe some others see it, but I did not see it. What I saw...
Tony Yeboah Abedi feud?
No, the only problem, honestly speaking, the only problem, I've been in camp for 6 years with the Black Stars. Settlers, Meteors, Black Stars, we were all camping in the same vicinity, the same compound, at the River Training College. So we're always together. But the only problem that I can recall was when we went to Bochum.
That disaster.
The Bochum disaster, when Abedi came in late. We had the interest already. But later on, I saw there was some skirmishes and the big man called Abedi, and we were dressed already, we were in the bus when Abedi came. So what went on as I sit as Ablade Kumah, I cannot tell. But I hear there was some change of captainship power. That is all I can see. But in the camp, we are always together. Tony will come because Tony will call George, Tony will call me, Abedi will call football. We were together, we eat in the same room, we do everything together. And after training, we joke together. Sometimes they try to speak Ghana and they are not prepared, we used to laugh at. And when they know I like kinky, so when I'm eating, they will come and stand there and just be watching and say, you are squeezing the kinky too much, you are beating the kinky and all that. It's all part of to boost the morale of the camp. So you can see there was total unity until that Bochum disaster issue.
Mr. Ablade Kumah qualified to play for the national under-17, but he was drafted into the under-20. He played for the under-20, he moved on to under-23 and to the Black Stars. He has a wonderful story. Don't forget, he captained the national under-23 team, and they were the first side from Africa to win a medal at the Olympics. When we come back, we talk about life after football and then the straight questions. This is Osei Asibey Show. This is the Osei Asibey Show. We seek for our missing heroes and tell their stories. Our guest today is Mr. Samuel Ablade Kumah, former captain of the national under-23 team. He played for the Black Stars, he played for the Black Satellites of Ghana, a former player of the wonderful Accra Hatfield Football Club. Today, he is our guest. Now, Mr. Ablade Kumah, we've been telling the story as to how you started your days with all the senior national team. Now, how did you get out of football? People get injured, people get out because of frustrations. Did you retire or something kicked you out of football?
Yeah, Charles, this is a story of my heart, and I didn't want to go into it, but I was keeping one or two. I quit football pretty much when the Black Stars went to South Africa in the Cup of Nations.
96?
Yeah. 96. I got injured in South Africa Nations Cup in 1996. That was the semi-finals against South Africa, and we were beating Brazil. Then after I was able to come back, I went to my club in Saudi Arabia. I had a surgery, arthroscopy on my right knee, and I came back. Then in 98 in Burkina Faso, I was able to feature again. But later on, I realized the injury has become chronic because I keep working on it and all that. So I decided to quit totally and get into something else.
So it was because of the injury.
Yeah,
now you had some stints in Saudi. In fact, you are among the first that traveled to Saudi Arabia to play football.
Yeah.
How was Saudi football like?
It was fantastic. The first season that I went there, I was voted the best foreign player of the season. And that my club was very much happy about me. And then they renewed my contract to play for next season, another season. Subsequently, I played 3 seasons, and then we moved on to another club.
So you played on until the injury, came.
Yeah.
Now, currently you are out of football. Our interest is to see or find out where you guys are and what you're doing. There are those who have moved into pastoral degrees and have become pastors. People are into business. What is Mr. Ablade Kumah doing after football?
Thank you very much, Charles. Like you said, you know, there's life after football, and many of the players, they focus on coaching. I have a coaching certificate, all right, but I think like you are in my office now, I've established a small office for precisely football management. That is what I'm doing.
Just that? Because I see other pictures around.
Yeah, and some other things that will.
So it means life is not too bad for Mr. Ablade Kumah.
By the grace of God, I can't complain.
It's fine for Mr. Ablade Kumah.
It's not that bad.
Who would you say is your best coach or has been your best coach? In Ghana.
My best coach, unfortunately, is the aspirational Coach Cobb.
Because he made you?
Yes, because he. But if I should mention one today, I think Coach Ali somebody is my best.
People have mentioned that Samuel as one of the best captains, but who will be your best captain ever?
Ablade Kumah, of course.
The maestro himself?
Yeah.
Wow.
My second will be Stephen.
Abedi Pele and Stephen Appiah. Who will be your best Ghanaian player?
Abedi Pele.
You will still be Abedi Pele?
Of course.
You won't consider the Michael Asians,
They are good. They are very, very good. But you are talking about me. That is why.
Not even yourself?
No, I mean...
Because Ablade Kumah was known for, you know, dribbling. You know, it was a talent. Ablade had that dribbling talent.
Yeah, that is correct. But, you know, I have role models, like Larry Kingston. He has named himself Sabat because he admired him. And some others, you know, the Biasicham, he has also written Sabat behind his camera. Yes. So you can see people admire him. But if you are talking about the greatest ever I have seen, those I have seen with my eyes in Ghana, Ablade is my best.
Now, you played in the league, you saw the league, you are currently watching the league matches we play. Is our league the best compared to what you play?
Well, for the past few years, I've not been able to visit the stadium because there was not much spice in the game, honestly speaking. But last Sunday, I was able to witness passing because I think the standard is coming up. If we can keep on like that, I think we will go places.
Do you see quality players around today?
Collectively, they are good. Collectively, if you look at the way they are playing, the tactical play, they are on both sides. But I did not fish out one particular one. Like those days, you say, this is Jodebra, this is Shamokwe. As I have not fished.
Talking about Jodebra Shamokwe, then Accra had to folk Kumasi Asante Kotoko. How was the rivalry like?
Just, you know it.
I don't know. My viewers don't know.
It was great, it was great. And you know, those days, during the week, before Sunday, even supporters know who and who is going to be featured. The first level, supporters know their first level. Accra has to know, supporters know their first level. That alone should tell you that we have quality players. And if I'm playing position with Mr. A, he knows that I'm the best at that position. And he wouldn't hesitate to, you know, surrender or to be my son. You understand? It's not like that these days. This is some of the questions you ask yourself. You start to get something everything.
What is the Black Stars standard today, standard of play, compared to your days?
Oh, perfect. Perfect. They were able to, you know, take us to the World Cup training occasions, right? And they performed very time. So I'll give them the credit.
Will you prefer a foreign coach or a home-based coach?
It depends. It depends. But in my opinion, I prefer a home-based coach.
That's a Ghanaian?
Yes. They can do it if we give them the support and the motivation.
Looking around, who can coach the Black Stars now?
For now, I wouldn't be able to tell now, but if you give me some time, I'll make my checks on you.
You have any advice for the upcoming players, the administrators, and people who manage football today?
Yeah, I have for the players. As for the administrators and the management, they have their own but the young players must be more disciplined and educated. Football is all about discipline and educated. They add commitment to it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ablade Kumah, for hosting us. We are happy we found you. That is what the Charles Osei Asibey show seeks to do. We go around, we look for missing heroes, and then we tell their stories. We thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much for joining us today on the Osei Asibey show. God willing, we come again onto your screens with another missing hero. Thank you for watching.